Hello, everybody. Good morning or afternoon. Today, that's a lot of beeps. Today, I'm doing the no makeup challenge. Um, Pretty much, like I said, lots of things in the universe caused me to talk on a subject, so this is the one I'm doing right now. Um, Pretty much, and um, as me, I'm a African American woman, but pretty much in the culture Africans were brought to America in slavery, and we've been adjusting, it seems, to the culture that's more popular, where we think if we have thick lips or a big nose, that's ugly. And if you're in school or something, you have a big nose or something, someone might be like, look at that big, ugly nose, or they call you dark black if your skin is black. But whatever color you are, however you look, just be proud of it, be happy of it. I mean, if you do use beauty enhancers, for myself, I do wear makeup, which I'm about to put on in a few seconds just to be ready for the day. But I do wear makeup myself. I have no makeup but just mascara on my eyes. I don't have any extensions in my eyelashes. But I wear makeup because two reasons, not because of society, not because anything like that, but I wear makeup because first of all, I saw my mom wear it. But second of all, most importantly, I got into it when I was in high school because when you're on a dance team or whatever, if you watch the shows like on, I don't know, I don't watch cable, so you watch the shows like on the dancing shows. All the girls are dolled up. So if you're on a dance team, you gotta be pretty much dolled up, your hair done, and all the other stuff. So that just became as like a natural habit to do, to just be dolled up, and it's just in just what I do. But pretty much we have to come to the fact and conclusion to know that just because we look a certain way on the outside does not make our insides beautiful. I mean, to me, if you're beautiful on the inside, that's what's most beautiful about you. So don't always think that you have to look like the magazines if you're thick or big and you're not happy with your appearance. Of course, some ways of beauty aren't healthy. If you're thick and big, that might not be healthy for your heart to carry around all of that weight. And why is my volume going down? But let me turn it up. Yeah, that weight might not be good on you, and you can work on that. You can exercise or whatever. Let me go ahead and do my face for the day. But you can exercise or whatever, but that doesn't that doesn't mean you're ugly just because you're big or whatever. That has nothing to do with you. I mean, who cares if you're big? So what? But pretty much it's just be proud of who you are. If you do wear makeup, just realize that's not your identity. You can be beautiful, with it or without it. You don't have to always be made up just to be beautiful. Let your inside show. I mean, and like I said, African Americans, I have the thick lips, like, because in the African culture, you usually have a wide nose, thick lips or whatever. These are the normal features of an African American. And just embrace your beauty, whatever you have. I have the thick lips. I mean, I have the bright skin, I have the dark skin, but I'm still African American. And my light skin comes from, it's not, what do you call it? It's not official, but it is, not to get into much of my business. Someone in my family history may have been with someone of a Caucasian nature. So that is probably why my skin is this color. But I'm still African American in any aspect of it. I mean, your skin color doesn't mean you're beautiful. I could look like a doll sitting here, but that has nothing to do with how I treat people. If I treat people good, then, that's what makes you beautiful inside. So no matter what you look like on the outside, like I watched this video, the universe keeps on trying to tell me what subjects to talk about. I watched this video a few days ago where this woman says that she's like a fitness instructor, an Asian woman, and her she would come after her workouts and then post about it or post pictures of her workouts, and people would start commenting like, other workout instructors have toned abs. What's wrong with you? Just making all kind of negative comments about her and just making her feel bad. So what she did was she got creative and she took a real life video of her coming from an exercise workout, and she started reading the comments and reading how people say, you know, you should look this way, this way. So right on the video, she starts editing herself. You know how you get Photoshop on a picture, and you take a picture and you look like, oh, that's me. Let me hurry up and try to fix something about it because I don't see beauty in it when you're beautiful all over. But she, in the video, starts photoshopping herself, and she's like, okay, they said I should have flat abs, so I'm going to do that. They say I should be a little curvy on the side, so I'm going to do that too. And they say, you know, she was fixing everything about herself in the video. And at the end of the video, she looks like, okay, that's how they should. She looks a little happy at first, but then she starts thinking, you know, they say that's how I should look, but it doesn't make me feel, you know, any better to look like that way. So she had a kind of sad face when she was looking in the mirror because she knows she was happier as herself instead of how they tell her she should look or how she should be. So pretty much everyone's beautiful. If you don't think you're beautiful, you know, start taking a good look at yourself. You're just how God planned you to be. And you don't have to be any more or any less than that. I mean, it's just that it's a lot of competition to go get surgery or to be the most beautiful because this is what society respects. This is what society honors. I can't actually even look on this video good. But society honors and respects how beauty. I mean, I remember one time, a long time ago, I was getting on the bus. Like I would have a time to get on the bus and I'd be just, you know, just regular. Like when I go out, I don't like to get much attention. So you might see me and, you know, if you saw me walking down the street, you were like, what's wrong with her? She looks sick or something because she's not all dialed up. And I'm just not trying to get the attention. I could care less about trying to be hollered at. I mean, that's high school stuff. But getting on the bus, you know, I'd always pay my fare. But I don't know, for whatever reason, one day and I need a real mirror. I'm going to be right back. Anyway, to end this story is one day I got on the bus and I was all dolled up. And then this happened actually 2 times. I was just testing it the second time, I think. I get on all dolled up and they're like, oh, you're too pretty to be riding the bus. You can have your fare free. I'm like, this is what society honors. If you're looking so great and so dazzling, they gonna throw it to you. I'll be right back. So yeah, I'm not trying to, there's no big topic to really talk about this, but I don't want to be on this all day, but pretty much I'm just trying to get to the basic conclusion that be happy with who you are, no matter what you look like. I mean, if you get teased for a certain look, like right now, people of the future, whenever you see this, let me tell you what's in our culture. Our culture is about doing, you know, just doing stupid stuff. But people are, this day's trend, first we were like, we'll have a trend of something going on like TV shows. The trend is to get a reality show on TV, and that's the trend. Then people skip to making people with disabilities. They put them into the spotlight and try to, at the same time as they're promoting them and trying to make them famous, they also are sitting there and making fun of them at the same time. Like right now, there's about 3 or 4 people who have special abilities in the world, or they look different from the normal person, and people are pumping them up like, you know, yeah, go, make a song like A-Town, or just the boy who I showed you a few days ago who was talking about these nuts. I mean, it's a great to promote someone who would normally get treated bad in this society, but at the same time, people are trying to make a joke at them, and it's not right for them to do so. But at the same time, I pray that those people realize that, you know, I do have a disability or whatever, or I look different, but, you know, I'm going to use this as a time to bring joy to the world. I hope they see it as that instead of saying, oh, they're just making a joke out of me, because that's what this society does. And if you find, just like today, someone, if you used to watch the show, what's that called? I forgot. With Everybody Loves Raymond, that boy, one of the twins who was the baby, he died. I posted that today. He committed suicide for whatever reasons. And suicide is running rampant in our society too. And that's because people go to school and get bullied or whatever, or treated any kind of way. In my school days, I found that, pretty much I stayed to myself. And, because I sometimes would dress boyish, even though I was on a dance team or whatever, that's a girly thing to do. If I would dress boyish, people, they don't know what you up to or what you're thinking. So pretty much they don't even bother to mess with you. They're like, I don't know if I should test this one or not. So I'm going to just leave her alone. And if someone like the ones that I could be sarcastic with, however, I'm on that level. But a lot of people go to school and they're getting harassed and bullied. I mean, at some point you're gonna have to stand up for yourself and be like, I'm not the one to take this. I don't know who told you, but it's not me. I mean, don't always just get bullied. Find it in yourself. And I'm not saying you have to go and fight these people. I'm just telling you that stand up for yourself, because there's a certain spirit that goes out looking for the least one they think they can pick on or whatever, and they come and try to charge that one up constantly. I've never had to experience that really in my life. The people I deal with, if I'm on a sarcastic level with you, yeah, I'm going to cut you up, you're going to cut me up, we're going to go back and forth like that. I've never had to deal with, someone bullying in a school place or whatever. So if you are being bullied, just go to God, find out what he says to do. God says pretty much, don't do an eye for an eye. But at the same time, you have to stand up for yourself, because that's an environment you have to be in. And if it's making you feel so awful and you must be there every single day, then you have to stand up to someone at some point in time, no matter what. If you have to confront them and they end up saying, okay, well, you're confronting me and asking me to stop doing this, so now we're going to fight, where you're just going to have to defend yourself. Or if you're able to get away in that moment, go tell a principal or something. But don't just let them just, harass you or anything. Now, me in my adult years, I've grown to know God. And if anyone ever has some gossip or something, I try to hold my peace as much as possible. Because at the end of the day, those people don't dare step in your face and say that stuff in front of you. So I've learned to think of it as this. If it's behind your back, I let it slide. You want to come to my face, we can discuss this or whatever you want to do. So that's my mentality. I mean, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm not for all the drama or, any of that kind of stuff. But at the same time, people do try to test you in this world and try to see who they can make you out to be, their little torment toy or whatever. So if you're at school and you're getting bullied because of your looks, because you're at a point you don't have your own money, you can't go out and do what you want to do and buy what you want to buy or whatever. So if you're out, then you're just gonna have to realize that, okay, these kids have Jordans on and they're all beautiful and there's girls in their makeup, but my mom's finances does not have the money for all that. So I might be getting teased because I have less, but realize that you're built up inside and that you are more. And God has plans for you. School is not just your, the end of all things. I mean, you're going to have a life from that. Don't commit suicide. That's another advocate I'm for, suicide. I also actually wrote a book for that, because there was a time in history when just all you look around and it's just suicide, suicide, suicide. And I just went ahead and wrote a little book about that. I'll probably post it up one day. You can order if you want to. You don't have to. But it's just a little book about, bullying and someone trying to, suicide or whatever. It's a little children's book. So forget about appearances. The ugly people who come to you and say, oh, you're trying to make you feel less than. That's ugliness. I don't care how beautiful their outside is. Realize that you're beautiful, more beautiful than that, and you don't have to stand for that any time in the world. If someone makes you, this is what the bottom line is. If you're in school, which is usually where most of the bullying or the ugliness or the whatever name calling occurs. If you're in school and there's no way to get around it, you have to sit in class with these people every single day, then what you either do is build yourself up in the word of God and realize what God says about you, because God says you're beautiful. God says that he created you with his own hand. So however you come out without makeup or whatever, however you come out, you're still beautiful in his eyes, because his hand's the one who touched you. He made you how he wanted you to be. and nobody has the right to call you ugly or say anything about you. If you came out, sometimes it's hereditary that you come out big, and that doesn't mean you're ugly. You're beautiful in every sense. Your confidence makes you beautiful. Your personality makes you beautiful. I mean, if you get around, have a group, and all they are is just a bunch of Barbie dolls, and they're in a group, and all they do is sit there and point and talk about the next person, then what's beautiful about that? But I never flocked to the groups. I mean, in the first place. But if I ever was in a group of females and all they was talk about beauty and how good they looked and all this other stuff, I would start to back out, because is this all we got to talk about? I mean, come on now. But anyway, whole bottom line is, how many minutes is this? 15. 15 minutes. Bottom line is, I'm going to talk directly to the whole. Bottom line is, you are beautiful. Everything about you is beautiful. Beautiful is not on the outside, but beauty is on the inside. And as soon as you realize that, you have something above the one who has nothing inside to offer. You have the ability to look at that person and not judge them, but say, have kind of pity for them, instead of feeling, if this beautiful Barbie doll is always harassing you every day, then once you come to realize that this person has nothing of substance inside, all they are is the shell that they are. There's nothing inside. Then maybe you'll try to show them how to open their insides out, befriend them in that kind of way. Say, look, you have something special about you. You don't have to always worry about my appearance and your appearance at the same time. Calm down. Beauty is in everything on the outside. I mean, the thing that I saw this morning before I get off here, thing I saw this morning was what did I see this morning? Oh, this woman, she had spent the night. First of all, I don't know what kind of freaky thing that was, but that was no good message in that sense. But she is waking up with the man, and before he wakes up in the morning, she goes to the bathroom, and she's out. You can see she had went to sleep all dolled up. I guess they got it in for the night, and she wakes up, and then she goes to the bathroom and starts undoing all her beautiful stuff that she's put on. And then he comes around the corner and sees her, and the viewer of the video is waiting to see what's his opinion of her gonna be, but he finds her beautiful in that sense. But they could have avoided they could have made it look like they were married or something, or I don't know, maybe. But they're putting it out there like they had just spent a quick hot night and was a booty buddy or something. I don't know. But anyway, the whole point of it was that you're beautiful in yourself, and it takes the right person to see that. If you're a woman and you're trying to attract a man, I also saw something about so many videos, but just look at my page sometimes, you'll see what I'm talking about. But pretty much your beauty is coming in from the inside, not from the outside. Your outside might attract somebody, but your inside is what will make them stay. Pretty much, I want to say. But anyway, that's enough blabbing. This was all unorganized. I just woke up this morning and thought about the subject, and to do it, because universe has been telling me to do it in different videos I see and stuff, to show that you don't have to. Your natural self is beautiful, even more than your made up self. Like when I have false eyelashes on or whatever, they're the same length as my real eyelashes right now, pretty much, with mascara. But it's just the sense that we like to do extra things to ourselves. There's nothing wrong with fixing yourself up. I mean, especially if you have a relationship. Like me, if I'm in a relationship, I always walk around and be fixed up, because I feel like, just because I have somebody doesn't mean I have to sit there and just say, oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, well, let's for dinner. Just kick back and just be looking like anything. But I mean, it's to each his own. Beauty, like I said, is not the most important thing, but there's nothing wrong with getting dazzled every once in a while. And like I said, from my history, from dancing in public, on football fields or whatever, that's already just groomed me to try to always be like not like a doll, but just look, just look extravagant, like I do. Excuse you. But anyway, beauty's not the most important thing. I'm going to end this at 20 minutes because I don't know what I'm talking about even. Let me get off this video, and just hopefully it inspires someone either now or way in the future when somebody sees my videos to realize that you don't have to look spectacular to be spectacular. Let your inside be radiant and express yourself to the world in that fact. And with that, everybody have a great day and see you next time. Who knows what the subject will be? I don't know. I don't know.